What? What'd you say? Oh my gosh. Okay. Where? No. Did you do 3 or? Oh, okay.
Can you bring mine over here?
If you want. How many will that be? See here. Oh, yes. Just put it, like, I don't know. Not over here. Somewhere.
Oh, it smells so good.
I don't know where, but. Okay.
Look, I'm going to place it on that where it was. I'm going to put this on there.
Okay. It's raining so hard. It's raining so hard right now. Okay. I'm just getting set up for those of you who are here already. Hello. I'm just getting set up real quick. And if you're not able to watch the whole thing, I will post the replay. Okay. All right, let me do this. I'll do this. Okay. What is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel so much like love today. Okay. Thank you, boo.
I'm going to
That's okay. Don't worry about it. That's fun. It's all right. Okay, I gotta put my stuff in there. No, not that. Yes.
Are there people in there already?
Yeah. Okay, now I have to pin the comments. Okay, yeah. So, hello for those of you who are here. People are usually in and out on these, but I do post the replay if you're not able to watch the whole thing, okay? So. Okay. So, will you turn that down just a notch? Just a tiny notch. Even though I love that one. Alright, let's get started here. I'm going to shuffle these. Let's see. I'm gonna go around the zodiac, but I'm kinda gonna probably jump around. Jump around the zodiac. I feel a lot of Leo energy today, and you know what? Not only, well, like my youngest daughter is a Leo, but also there are some major solar flares happening today, and I don't know about any of you, but they affect me like crazy. I have a Leo moon, and usually I'm a lot more emotional on days where the solar activity is really high, but I didn't feel like that today. Just a lot of love. But I do feel a lot of Leo energy, and the sun, you know, is ruled by Leo, so maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Or maybe some of you guys are Leo. Let me know if you are, because I'm curious about that. I feel a lot of Leo energy today, like all day today. I have felt that. Hey! Hello, hello. Tessa, are you on your lunch break, dear? I guess this works out for you, huh? Go find your own. Go find your own. This is the only display that you get. This is the most that I show them to everyone. The visual of those belongs to... Where he at though? I'm just kidding. Where he at though? I'm just kidding. I know where he's at. I don't know where he's at like right now, but like, yeah. He probably doesn't know that I know where he's at or who he is exactly. No, but just watch your mouth, and I'm gonna start ignoring you now. So, thanks for watching, though. Okay. So for those of you who are here, most of the time people are just in and out, but because if you're not able to watch the whole thing, like, I'm going to post the replay, okay? So if I don't get your sign in there, then while you're on here, then you can watch the replay, and I'll timestamp it as well. Okay? All right, cool. So let's get started. I'm going to start with Leo because, like I said, Leo is like majorly in my energy. Let me know if any of you are Leo. I'm pretty curious. I felt it even more strongly when I started this. Dude, I used to like shuffle cards when I was little, like over and over again. I was obsessed with it, but I didn't know anything about cards like this. All right. Okay. Get set up. One more time. Here. Hi, hello. Thank you guys for joining me. Okay, so usually I'm on here for like an hour or two, but I don't know, I just flow with spirit, so if you're not able to stay, like I said, I know I keep repeating this, but people are in and out. You can watch the replay. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Leo. Let's get started. All right, it's raining so bad here. I live in right outside of Houston, Texas. You can probably tell from my accent, but the rain, it just got so strong. I love it. It gives me so much energy. Okay. Okay, Leo. What do we have? Spirit. Okay. I've been feeling Leo energy, but I haven't really tapped into it, until right now. So, like, I'm getting that a lot of Leos are going through, like, family problems. Like, some kind of family conflict. Like, Leo tends to be like a peacemaker, like a mediator or something. And right now, it kind of feels like you're pulled in two different directions. And it feels like you're pretty angry. Maybe not. Yeah, you're getting to the point where you're getting angry. Okay. I feel that strongly. Like, I feel like you feel betrayed, kind of. And if it's not family, then it kind of feels like it's like your friends that feel like family, I guess. A lot of people are going through these kind of times where kind of like masks are falling off, of people. And people are starting to see like other people's true colors. Because a lot of people, like more than ever, collectively are going through like huge awakening processes all at once, and I don't know if that's ever happened before. And as you're going through that, you start to really see the truth behind not only situations but also people in your life. So I feel like that is happening a lot with Leos right now. I also feel that a lot of you have maybe just gone through a breakup or are on the verge of going through a breakup. I know that this weekend, I think that Virgo has its full moon on Friday. And then this weekend, of course, everyone knows, like, full moon is, it illuminates everything. And so whoever Leos are going through, like, you feel like you're on the verge of a breakup, or you can't, like, take it anymore or something, or you're not sure what to do, Friday is going to be, like, the culmination. You're going to know, okay? Either you're going to just know what to do or what you need to do, or, like, it's just going to end, right? Because all the problems and all the things that maybe you've been missing this for a while, it's going to come to light. So everything's like coming to light for you right now. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't even looked at the cards yet, but for whatever Leos I'm talking to, I feel like it's a big group of whoever's going to be watching this video, and the replay it's a big group of the ones watching this video. Okay. So like, I know it's hard to go through that. I'm really sorry that you're going through that, but everything's going to come to light. And then whatever situations and people, I mean, like, I feel like some of these people are really close to you. Okay. But that happens like during transitions in our lives. And what I also wanted to say is Friday after the full moon, this weekend starts there's going to be like an influx of like new light, like fresh, like energies coming through the way that everything's set up right now, interplanetary stuff. But it's going to be like a transitional stage. Okay. So a lot of people are going through that. But with you, Leo, you're going through some pain and like betrayal feelings right now. And so this weekend it's gonna be apparent to you that you're in transition, and then all the new stuff that is more resonating with you, that resonates with you and your level, are gonna be making their way to you. So not all is gonna be lost, okay? It's gonna be better for you. Whatever you're seeing right now is for your own good. Remember that. That's kind of hard to remember sometimes because you feel like, you know, why is this happening to me? Or, you know, like, why didn't I notice this before? You know, just forgive yourself, because we go through things for a reason. All of those things really are for a reason, okay? Like, we have to learn things. I mean, that's the beauty of life. It just is. And, you know, and I feel like in time you will forgive those people, whatever that is about. But it's going to make you have more boundaries, whereas you didn't before. Like, whoever I'm talking to had kind of loose boundaries. Maybe you didn't grow up with learning how to have them or create them. But I feel like that now you're learning that too. And you're going to have better, like, stronger boundaries too. Okay, real quick, I'm going to check these cards and... Okay, bye, Sunshine, the Collective. Blessings to you as well, thank you. Okay. Alice in Wonderland. My husband is a Leo and he's sitting next to me, and you are literally reading for him about the family and betrayal. It's nuts. Yeah. I'm sorry that he's going through that. I hope that whatever, I mean, okay, Alice in Wonderland's husband. Dude, I'm so sorry you're going through that. People suck, man, you know? They just do sometimes, right? But like we each go through times like that. I mean, I've gone through times where I sucked, and I look back and I'm like, dang, you know, like I'm like, was I really like that, you know, to people? Or, but the point of it is, like, you go through stuff, and so that, like, you can move around them, okay? Like, okay, I know you've probably been feeling for a while that you needed to move past these people, whether that's family or whatever. Like, we have to have boundaries for our own self-care and our own, like, respect for ourselves, right? We have to have boundaries. And it's hard to do sometimes when it's family or, like, people that are like family to you, even like coworkers and stuff like that. You have to have boundaries, and it's hard to do. But if you've been feeling that urge to let go of these people or to create boundaries between you, if you've been feeling that and you haven't been following it, like, spirit will, and the universe will make it to where you're forced to. Like, it will be shown to you, and it's not usually necessarily gentle, like a gentle way. Like, sometimes if you don't listen to your intuition and you don't do it, like, it will be, like, it'll just happen. Like, you'll be forced to do it. So it's important that you follow your intuition and like, follow the positivity. And if if you feel like you're being stepped on or somebody's not being true or whatever. But I feel like in his case, your husband's case, like, I kind of feel like it was like a, like, he didn't have that intuition feeling. Like I kind of feel like it was like a, like you were shocked, you know? A lot of people are, like, seriously showing their true colors. Their masks are falling off. But you know what else? Like, not only are they falling off for everyone around them, but they're falling off themselves too. A lot of people are just now discovering who they truly are. For real. Okay? Like, there's another thing. Like, a lot of people are collectively like integrating those shadows and stuff like that, right? And so your shadow is like the opposite side of your rising sign, okay? And like it's all the things you despise in other people and in yourself. So it's things that traits that you've projected out, like away from you, that you don't even realize that you have. And so when you integrate your shadow, it's like you become someone else almost. So like so many people are having like this rebirth and like becoming new, brand new, transformed people, okay, that in the way that they don't even recognize. And that's why we see so many people that have quit their jobs and started something new, or lost complete contact with everybody around them, or changed their entire lives. Like, you know, we're seeing that everywhere, right? So those people that have betrayed you, like, that's them. That's who they really are. Yeah, you know, and it might be that the reason I told you that they might be discovering that for themselves too is because to help you kind of see their perspective too, because that's important whenever you are trying to work through forgiveness. Forgiveness is so important, but boundaries also. Kind of like that saying, like, forgive, don't forget, you know what I mean? So that doesn't mean like hold a grudge. It just means that you know where that line is crossed now. You know where not to give your energy to them or around them, you know what I'm saying? People suck sometimes, but like sometimes they suck so that we can be shown something, and so we can move towards what's best for us. Okay. Hello, Nazams. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. It was a sign. Yeah, for sure. British Columbia. Oh yeah, you left. Sorry. Where's everyone from? Please, a little more. No, bye. Okay. Sorry. Awesome. Hey Lisa, what's up? Thank you. You know, I've been a hairdresser for 21 years and like I've never had a professional like salon appointment. Like I've always done hair, and I just realized that the other day. I was like, I need to make an appointment somewhere and pretend like I don't do hair. Cause I just be doing my hair in the middle of the night. Y'all know I'm a night owl. It'll be like 4 in the morning and I'm just gonna color my hair this color. New York. India. Okay, so let's keep going with Leo. We're gonna still go with Leo, okay? Okay, so what's cool is this first card that came out. It says focus. Okay, it says focus on it, and it's a nice big, I don't know, dude, I don't know if that's a cheetah or a leopard, but someone let me know. But it's a big, nice, strong cat, just like a Leo. I told you I was feeling Leo energy. And this big yellow, the gold on top of this mountain, okay? So you're being like enlightened to everything around you, you know? And spirits want you to focus on where you're going and don't, like, okay, so both of these cards are animals. It's a giraffe and a cat, okay? So basically, like, I'm seeing that they're both facing the same way, and they're kind of passing by everything next to them as if, like, I'm not going to pay it any, like, I'm not going to attach myself to these situations and these people. Like, I'm going to take notes of what I'm seeing, right? But I'm going to keep on going because I got somewhere to go. I'm strong. I'm a freaking Leo, and I'm going to keep roaring because I have this mountain to climb where my gold is at the top, okay? And that's what that's what you need to do, is not be attached to these situations and these people, because they're just supposed to show you something, and then you got to let it go. It's hard, but you know, this is a new you. This is a new you, because everyone around you is a new them too. But this is a new you, but your eyes need to be more on the prize. And that's another thing, is like sometimes these people in these situations are being pushed out of your life so that you can be more you won't be as distracted and dragged away from where you're going, okay? Because these people, whoever they are, they're not going with you on your journey. They're not meant to go where you're meant to go, okay? We all have different callings, you know, and like purpose and stuff like that. We're all going to different places and stuff, and we're all like, right now, a lot of people are being led to like their soul tribe and like the people who they resonate the most with. And so these people don't resonate with you anymore. And now, whether, I'm gonna guess that, Leo, I'm gonna guess that you are like a levels higher, okay? So they can't go there. They chose a lower vibration, all right? They chose that vibration. And, you know, you have to stay strong and just move past all these obstacles and these people and these things that you're seeing that are hurting you and being shown to you, so that you can just walk past it and keep going. Because as that stuff and those people of low vibrations begin to fall away from you and from your life, then you're going to be lifted even higher, and you're going to feel lighter. Okay? And that sometimes that can sound kind of mean, like, you know, these people were dragging me down, but it's the truth. The truth is what the truth is, okay? And those people probably have people that are dragging them down as well. Okay? Okay, and then also, the giraffe here is saying that, to me, like intuitively, the giraffe here, it's like reach for the stars. I know that sounds so cliche, but I have to say it. Like, Spirit is like, say it, because like, don't forget what you came to do. And if you need to be reminded what you came to do, you need to ask. Pray about it. Ask Spirit. If you feel a little bit lost, sometimes that can be because we're focusing and we're fixating on things that are happening around us. And that's hard not to do sometimes. You know, take care of your business and stuff, but don't forget where you're going. And don't forget that if you aim high, you're going to reach high. The higher you aim, the higher you'll reach, okay? But you are a step above the rest. I feel that. I feel, Leo, that you're a step above the rest, okay? Like, it's like Spirit's showing me, like, I'm seeing this vision of you like standing up and like you have all these like chains on you and stuff, okay? And like, I have this vision of you like standing up, and as you stand up and you remember where you're going, okay, and you put yourself first, and you remember that your happiness and your fulfillment is important, and putting yourself up on the priority list, right? I'm seeing all those chains like breaking right now. That's what I'm being shown right now. All those chains are just like breaking off of you to lift you even higher, because you are a step above, like, around from things around you and like people around you. You are. I see it. Like, and Spirit's like trying to help you rise higher. You know, a lot of times whenever we go through stuff in life, like, it feels like it's happening, like, why is this happening to me, you know, kind of thing. And that's okay. That's a very human thing to think. However, like, my Spirit team likes to remind me that a lot of times in the 3D, like in the physical world, if we need a different perspective, okay, like, my Spirit team makes me turn it backwards and like, or flip it upside down. So like, okay, this sounds weird, but like, if I'm reading something or if I'm writing something or they're trying to give me a message and I'm not getting it, they say flip it upside down, and I'm just like, wait. And let me tell you, every single time I'm like, oh, okay. And then they let me know, like a lot of times stuff in this world, in this physical world, is completely upside down from what's going on in the spiritual world. Okay, so while it looks like things are screwed up and this is happening to you, it's actually stuff that's good and it's happening for you. Okay? Yeah. So, Leo. Yeah. And then also as you are continuing on this journey, like wherever you're going and whatever goals that you have and stuff like that, like, your vibration is rising higher, and as these things are falling away from you in your life, like, more and higher vibrational like opportunities and like, I don't know another word, I can't think of another word, but opportunities for you are going to be showing up. Okay, and I'm feeling very strongly that there is someone who's been praying or asking or trying to manifest a certain opportunity. I'm not sure what it is, but they're saying that that to take so take all the opportunities that, hold on, help me put this into English, please. Okay, so they're saying that there might be some opportunities that don't seem ideal that come up, but to take them as well because they are stepping stones or they're steps on the ladder. I can't tell if they're stones or ladder, whatever, but it's like they're steps on a ladder. So if you take, if someone offers you an opportunity, if you see an opportunity, whatever that is, shine your light somewhere where that you can shine your light. Leos shine, okay? And don't forget, don't lose that shine, okay? And as you do that and your vibration rises, okay, you're like all these new higher vibrational things are being attracted to you. Okay, and I'm seeing like these opportunities and you're shaking your head. Okay, they're showing me that. Okay. Okay, but they're saying like take all of them. Take every opportunity that you are able to, because like this thing can lead to that thing and then it's going to lead to that thing. Okay, that's what they're showing me. Okay, and then everything is a learning experience is what they're saying. Okay. Okay, because wherever you're going, like you've aimed high, and like there's stuff for you to learn along the way as well, okay? So, what else for Leo? Some of you may be thinking about moving or something. Okay, don't, so they're showing me like don't be too impulsive, like take a calculated risk when it comes to big decisions like that. So make sure it's a calculated risk and don't overthink. Oh my gosh. Like, really? Okay, yeah. So someone needed to hear that. Is that all for Leo? I'm seeing the number 6. 6 and 7. 67. 67. Okay, that might be important to somebody. And then also, the name like Sierra or something, I can't really tell. It starts with a C, but it's like C-I-E-R-A. C-I-E-R-A. That might mean something to somebody. I'm getting a lot of messages for Leo. Hold on. Something about mail, like I'm seeing an envelope being opened to check your mail. There's important mail coming to you. It's important. I can't tell whether it's gonna make you happy or not. Hold on, let me see if they'll show me that. Okay, so there's like some important mail that's coming to you, and it's gonna be like you're gonna have to make a really important decision. I think that's what they mean, like don't be impulsive, but take a calculated risk. So apparently it's gonna be something that's feels like a risk, but don't overthink it. Like basically, like it feels like you're not gonna have that much time to like decide. So that's why you need to know where you're going, okay? Like where you want to go. What else for Leo? Yeah, so I feel like this mail, like you opening this envelope, is not like bad or good. It's just something that you're not expecting, I think. This is interesting. This might be a really like personal message. Hold on. Also, I'm seeing the letters A-U-R, like Aurora, Araya. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that concludes for Leo. Unless, okay. Lisa, Leo Moon, yeah girl. Yes, you are. Hi, Ryan B. Owens, Soulshine. Oh, I thought you left. Okay. Oh, snow leopard? That's what that was, yeah. Oh yeah, your hair is blue, huh? Okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna start on, does anybody have any requests real quick? Before I move on to another sign? I think I'm gonna do Virgo next. I'm gonna write this down. And for those of you who have just joined, people are in and out, but I will post the replay. If you miss a reading for you or your personal messages, then I'll be posting the replay too with timestamps. Okay, let's see. That's a Sharpie? I don't want to do that. I love how they smell. I know that's weird, but I need to go to sleep. Cheers and lovely evening. Okay, good night, love. Good night. I need to get back to my messages. I'm not sure if you... Okay, so whoever watches this, if you've sent me a message, I have a lot right now that I need to catch up on. So I'm going to be catching up on them ASAP. Okay, so if you've sent me a message or a DM or whatever, then I'll be getting to that, I promise, this week. Like, I want to say tomorrow, but I don't want to lie. So I'm going to try really hard tomorrow to get back to everybody. I'm sorry I've kept you waiting. Okay, so let's see, we've done Leo. I think I'm going to do Virgo now. I'm going to do Virgo now, okay? So, it's crazy. People are in and out. There'll be like a swarm and then people are so in and out. Okay, that's all right. That's good because you know why? The replay, you can watch the replay and like, there's a lot you can miss in 2 hours. Yeah. Blue hair. Lisa, if you're still here, send me a picture. Okay, now I'm gonna do Virgo. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do Virgo. Let me see. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do Scorpio. I feel like there's a Scorpio that's about to get on if you're not on already. And if you don't know your placements, let me know. I do birth chart readings. They're $20 right now. Just send me a DM because I haven't gotten my link fixed on my website. So if you want a birth chart reading, if you want to learn more about your actual like placements and not just your sun sign, let me know and I'll help you figure that out. They are about 20 to 30 minutes long. And I will send you a YouTube link to a private video for you, just for you. So that way you can get more of an idea of what you resonate with. Okay, the most. Okay, so for Scorpio. Yes, I'm going to use these for Scorpio. So, Scorpio. Scorpio, are you going through some health problems? Scorpio. Scorpio, I feel like okay, so if you felt guided to like start taking like vitamins or something, or like I'm seeing you being guided to like do some kind of something to improve your health and your nutrition. Okay? It might have to do with your immune system. I'm not sure, but I'm really being shown that. I'm shown that like for Scorpios that you've been feeling the urge to start certain like regimen as far as your nutrition goes. And so Spirit now is telling me to tell you that it is important that you do that. Okay, so work on your immune system. Like get all your research together, figuring out what it is that you need to get well. Okay, so if you're not sick right now or going through health problems right now, I'm not trying to say that you're about to get sick or anything like that, but Spirit is saying that that you need to focus on your health and like your wellness and your nutrition more, and like, and it'll raise your vibration. Okay, so you're going through ascension. Nice. Okay, a turtle might mean something to you, and also the number 24 and the number 3. Okay, and the number 2. So is there a Scorpio that is going, like, you have to get up like super early in the mornings, like where it's still dark outside, right? Okay, and it's like you're kind of climbing an uphill battle, like you feel like you're tired of it. Like it just feels like you are, whatever Scorpio I'm talking to right now, you are, it's like you, even if you're not getting up early for work and going to work and whatever, you feel like it's like you're in a hamster wheel, okay? Like you're just want to kind of quit it all. Like you want to start over. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, I have this like annoying kind of tick that I do. So whatever Scorpio I'm talking to is going through this time where you feel like you're kind of just want your results like now, right? Whatever it is that you're doing. And it feels like you're kind of in a hamster wheel and you're getting tired. You know, I feel like you're just bored, really. I feel like you're bored. Scorpio, I feel like you're bored, and I feel like, okay, like they're showing me someone who is like on edge, okay, like it's like you're on edge and you're like kind of, like you're feeling very like frustrated and just kind of on edge, and maybe you might say things a certain way or have certain attitudes that you don't mean to have, or you say things in a way that you don't mean to say them, okay? And so like Spirit is saying that you need an outlet. You need some sort of outlet, okay? That's going to probably help your boredom as well. And it's going to help you like pass the time in between whatever it is that you're trying to do. I almost feel like you don't really, like your goals are changing, or like it feels like, I'm trying to put this into English. Help me put this into English, Spirit, please. Okay, for Scorpios, I feel like something in your life is changing as far as your goals or like where you want to go, or something about your job. You may be like in the in-between in your job, or you're sick of doing the same thing all the time, and so you're kind of thinking about changing. But whatever it is that you're doing that's making you feel like you're in a hamster wheel, you're not getting off the hamster wheel, and so it's causing you to have a lot of like grudges and negative stuff stuck inside of you, okay? And then it's making you take it out on your people around you and yourself, right? And just be easy on yourself, because everyone goes through that, okay? But Spirit is saying that you need an outlet to release that stuff that's making you feel like that's making you like that frustration. Like I feel like one of you, maybe more than one of you, but I feel like at least one of you, it feels like it thinks it might be like hormones. But Spirit is saying that it's not necessarily your hormones, okay? Okay, so do something that unleashes your creativity and also is like active. So they're wanting you to like do something that is like moves your body, okay? Like, I don't know. I see someone like doing one of those like punching bag things, like I don't know what that is, but it's like some kind of arts, like martial arts or something like that. I don't know. Somebody may be wanting to do that or be thinking about do that. But like that's what they're saying. Is they're saying that something like that is going to help you to release that pent up stuff inside of you. And then also think about whatever it is that's making you feel like you're in a hamster wheel. It needs to change. Okay, because it's causing you to be like in a loop where you're not really necessarily like making choices and living with in love. Okay. Okay, and you will get there, okay? So whatever it is that you need to do, just start slow, like even one thing at a time, whether that is just starting to take vitamins every day or drinking more water, Okay, or like incorporating things into your diet that are like, you can do those like greens smoothies and stuff like that will help a lot, because they have a lot of them have the good ones. They have a lot of like the nutrients that we need and stuff like that, all packed into like some powder, and it has like probiotics and stuff in there. I also feel like probiotics would be really beneficial for you as well, for everyone really, because you know, bacteria in our guts, bacteria is consciousness, okay? So it's consciousness. So if you have a lot of like bacteria in your gut that is really toxic, okay, it's bringing your vibration down, and it's causing you to experience a really low frequency, okay? And that surely doesn't help whenever you're dealing with what you're dealing with, okay? Whether that is just feeling stuck or feeling bored or whatever that is, okay? So you want to keep your vibration high, and you can do like a cleanse, you can do like a juice cleanse, or you can do like a greens cleanse or something like that, or like they have cleanses that you can do. You can even use psyllium powder or psyllium husk or whatever it's called. Okay, and it's like it turns into a gel, okay, inside of you, so it like kind of flushes everything out. It makes you feel full, but just something that'll flush you out and get your bacteria in your intestinal flora. You know, this is a weird message, I'm sorry, but I know that it is for someone. It is very specific, but something that's going to get your gut and your intestinal flora back to ideal. Okay, and it's going to help raise your vibration. You'll have more energy. You'll have more clarity. Like, I feel like you have a lot of mind fog right now. Now, whether your bacterial health is due to like maybe drinking, or like certain things you eat, maybe a lot of meat, or things that take a long time to digest, like meat, like that, or whatever it is that's causing it, you know, like that bacteria is in there, okay, and it's like in your gut, okay, like a lot of our health depends on our intestinal flora, all right? I don't think a lot of people realize that, and it is consciousness. So whatever it is that's causing that, like it's making your energy be drained more. Like you feel like you're in a fog, like you can't, like you don't have clarity of thoughts, like you can't think straight, or you don't really know where you're headed or where you're going. You just feel like you're in this like never-ending thing, like you're an autopilot, right? But a lot of improvements can happen just one small change at a time, okay? Okay. Yeah, so I'm seeing like a tree. There's a tree here on this card. It says unlimited possibilities, okay? But what I'm seeing with it is something to do with your family. So you might be in this like hamster wheel thing, okay, that we've been talking about, or you're bored with what you're doing for your family, okay? And I'm not gonna really touch on that very heavily, because I know that's a hard subject to talk about, because we do a lot of things for our family. And so, I mean, that's understandable. But all you gotta do is just one change at a time, whether that's adding in the, you know, that active, creative, whatever that is, kind of hobby or activity that spirit is guiding you to do, and changing up your diet, your health, like your nutrition and stuff like that. It will create a lot more joy in your life, even in that situation that you feel bored with and kind of stuck with. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so one small change at a time can transform your life over time, okay? For sure. For sure. Like, you'll wish you started. Like, a year from now, you're going to look back. If you don't start today or tomorrow, you're going to look back and be like, dang, I wish I would have done that last year. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that you feel, I think someone needed to hear that too. I feel like that was a specific message too. Like, whatever it is that you're like, you've been putting off starting, Spirit's guiding you to do it now. So, because you're going to wish you had a year from now. Whatever it is you're being guided to do is going to be extremely beneficial for you and for your family. Okay? Okay. It also feels like, okay, so there's these roots here, okay? It also feels like you're a Scorpio. It feels like you're, like your roots run really deep wherever you are. Now, whether you're in your like hometown or whatever, okay, or something like that, that might be one of the reasons also. I'm not going to be against being in your hometown. I'm not going to talk about I'm not against you being for your family or anything at all. Okay, like that's at all. That's amazing. But for some reason, I'm being shown these roots in this ground, and all these people have these roots right in this place, and like you almost feel like you're in quicksand, or like you can't really go anywhere else. Like it kind of feels like that. Like it feels like you're rooted into this ground and you don't want to go anywhere else because everyone else is there too, like rooted there. I don't know, this might make sense for somebody. But like it's almost like you don't want to disappoint them, or you don't quite know how to remove the roots. Remove yourself from it. Okay? I'm getting that too. I know that was for somebody. But also, like, if you do decide to move away from this situation, that you feel slow and no progress and kind of like you're in a loop, once you do, remember that wherever you go, you still have those roots, right? And trees are amazing. Like in the forest, all those trees have roots in the ground. Okay? And they communicate through those roots. So it's like you have a sense of community around you that is all connected no matter how far away you are. Okay, there's still there's still that connection that you're gonna have with them through your roots. Okay, that's a good one. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, and don't forget also your community is around you in spirit. Okay, like if you're not feeling like you have a lot of like close friends that you can open up to about anything in your life, like if you're having Scorpios have a hard time trusting anyway, just not only because of being betrayed, but you have a good judge of character and discernment for one, so you're careful about who you talk to, and just like sometimes like Scorpios, you feel like is it even worth talking to them about this? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just keep it to myself. I'll deal with it myself. But, like, Spirit is wanting you to remember that you have a community and you have friends and, like, associates around you in spirit. Like, your spirit team's around you, okay? And, like, your soul family and stuff is around you. So don't forget that. You're not going through it alone, okay? Okay. What else for Scorpio? I think that's all for Scorpio. I'm gonna take a little break to get something to drink. I'm gonna get some water and I'll be right back. If anybody has a request, let me know. Okay. I love this. Can I show that? Let me see it. Can I show it? That's awesome. Okay. I know you're not excited. I still want to show it off. Okay, hi, I'm back. So my daughter, my 11-year-old, dude, look at this drawing. She just sat there and drew this. She's not done yet. She wants you to know that she's not done, but... Is that not amazing? She's a freaking artist. Look at it one more time. She's got like a nose ring and stuff. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. She's so good at that. Okay. Hold on. I'll be right back again. don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So we did Leo and we did Virgo. No, we didn't. We did Scorpio. We did Leo and Scorpio. So now I want to do... Who should I do? Taurus. I'm going to do Taurus. Right? Yes, I'm going to do Taurus now. These are just the energies I'm feeling strongly today for some reason. Especially Leo for sure. Okay. Okay, let's do Taurus spirit. Okay. This is definitely going to be for someone that watches the replay. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you. Taurus. It feels like, okay, so this feels like somebody that maybe has a Taurus, North Node, right? Or maybe not necessarily a Taurus sun, but like strong, some personal planets in Taurus, maybe. What does Taurus need to know? Taurus, it feels like you have something maybe that you're looking forward to. Okay, it's like you have something that you're maybe looking forward to. But it doesn't involve like... So it's like something you're looking forward to and maybe you might feel a little bit stressed out. Okay, yeah. You're feeling like a little bit stressed out a little bit and I don't know why. Okay, so whoever I'm talking to, whatever Taurus I'm talking to, like it feels like you are looking forward to some kind of thing, like an event. Okay, and you have like all these ideas, right? You have all these ideas about what would be good for it, but like it's like no one's really listening to your opinions or your insight, okay? And like Spirit wants you to make sure that your throat chakra is clear for one. Okay? Taurus. And don't be afraid to speak out, and not in a rude way or whatever, but just keep giving your ideas and stuff. And like Spirit is saying that you're inspiring people because like you might be around some, okay, so Taurus is known to be stubborn and they just are, but it's like I'm feeling like I feel really tense around my like throat area. Okay, so it's like stressing you out. Like it feels like you have like this burden on your neck, around your shoulders and stuff, and your throat chakra. You're having a hard time with your throat chakra, but it's like a test. So you're being surrounded by some people, or you're dealing with some people who are very stubborn and they're very like strong-willed, and it's like they're coming up against you. Like, I want to be right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. That kind of thing. Even though you're not saying that, but it's like that kind of energy that I'm feeling. Okay, it's that kind of energy. All right. So what Spirit is saying, you might be seeing 444 a lot. Okay, and Spirit is saying for you that means that you're going through a test. Okay, so you're going through a test, and okay, and it's helping you. Like, okay, it's helping you to like back down sometimes, because then let people be right sometimes. Like Spirit is saying, like, pick your battles and let people be right sometimes. And if you have like these amazing ideas for some kind of event, whether that's like a wedding or like some kind of party or like a reunion or some kind of thing where you have to decorate and all that and entertain, like Spirit is saying, like, use it for your own thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can use those ideas, those ideas that are good ideas and they're amazing, but use it for you and your thing. Okay? If they don't want to take your ideas, don't throw them away like they're not good. Don't believe that. Okay? Because and then speak up and don't let those kind of people hush you up. Like, don't let those kind of people quiet you. Because I feel a lot, right? Like, it almost feels like somebody squeezing my neck, okay? Okay? Archangel Michael, come please. Please assist me in clearing my chakras. Okay, so I'm seeing the color red. Root. I need to get grounded. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry. Taurus, your energy was coming through is very strong. And I feel a lot of sensations like physically. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna get grounded real quick. Definitely need to work on your throat chakra. Look up throat chakra clearing techniques and stuff and ways you can clear your throat chakra. And also get a massage. Okay, because I feel this very strongly, like physically. I'm feeling it physically and I'm needing to get grounded. So you really are dealing with a lot of like pressure. Like it feels like a lot of pressure, but it's like pressure from other people. And maybe you're kind of oppressing yourself because you're not feeling like what you're saying is important. Like it's like you're trying to like, it's like you're forgetting what you're saying is important and like your ideas are important and stuff. I know I'm talking to somebody. Okay. Thank you. Oh, that's crazy. A couple of people left and I didn't feel that anymore. It just went away. Weird. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. All right. So we're on Taurus. We're on Taurus. Okay. Yeah. So I got a card for you, Taurus, and it says High Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So you're a creator. You're a creator, and you're like I see you like charging ahead in some sort of project or some sort of group effort, like some sort of team thing. Now, like presently or in the near future, okay? I see you like taking the lead and like doing it, okay? And that might be why you're going through what you're going through and dealing with this kind of people and situations, all right? Because that's a test to see how you deal with that. Like, are you gonna still, are you gonna take, like, you don't have to take over their stuff to lead that, but are you gonna branch out and just lead with the ideas that you were given, right? Okay? Okay, and it's also helping you learn how, like, it's helping you be more, like, working together. I don't know where, I just see the word, like, cohesive, okay? Like, working together, like, learning how to work with a team and realizing that everyone's not gonna be the same and everyone's gonna have different viewpoints and perspectives and ways of doing things, but that's okay, and sometimes, like, the way that we want to do it, and we, like, if someone's not doing things the way that we want and stuff, then, like, we just have to learn to compromise, okay? But that doesn't mean your stuff isn't valid and your ideas and the way you do things is wrong. It doesn't mean that at all. I feel like I really need to say that. Okay, Taurus. What else do we have for Taurus? Taurus, I'm seeing the color green, like kind of like the color of my hair, but it's like a jewel, okay? Like, it's reminding me of thanks for the hearts. Like, it's reminding me of the necklace on Titanic, right? But it's green, okay? This is weird, okay? So, Taurus, okay. So, I was talking about, like, being a part of this event and, like, this group where you have to decorate and stuff. And now I see you holding this, like, jewel. It's like a piece of jewelry that's, like, emerald color, Taurus. It's like an emerald color, and it's like you're presenting it to someone. Dude, this is so crazy. Like, I feel like it's some kind of a ball or like some kind of like banquet or something very royal, like like prestigious, I guess. I don't know the word, but this is resonating with somebody. I know it is. Yeah. Okay, so it's almost like spirit is like you're like part of the royal courts. Now, I don't know if this is like in the physical or like in the spiritual. Whew. Yes, you're part of like royal courts. Like I've literally never said that or had that shown to me before. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm about to cry because I see like they're showing me that you have this necklace. Thank you, Spirit. This like piece of woo, I got goosebumps. You have this piece of jewelry and it's like emerald, all right, which is your heart chakra. And you're like they're saying that you're part of the royal courts. Like you are it says priestess. Like you are whatever Taurus I'm talking to is you are part like you're royalty in the spiritual, okay? You don't even remember where you're from. You don't remember where you're from. You don't remember who you are. You don't remember who you are. You need this message. I know you do. So you don't remember who you are, but they're, woof, my goosebumps. So I'm being shown that you are handing this jewelry to someone, but it's almost like your heart is so strong and beautiful, like over your soul's existence, that you've gained so much that you're like passing it to someone, like you're passing it to others, like you're sharing it with others. You're like passing the baton type of thing in this lifetime. Okay, that sounds really deep. It's like you're passing it's like you're passing the baton, but it's like not taken away from you. I know someone's resonating with this. This is an amazing message. Thank you so much, Spirit. But it's not like taking your baton. Like you still have whatever that baton is of royalty in the spirit, but you are you're kind of graduating people or souls. They are leveling up. Okay, you're like a guide. You're like a guide. There goes my throat again. Yeah, so they're wanting you to keep your throat chakra and clear and stuff, because what you say is important. What you have to say is of great importance, okay? And just remember who you are. And if you don't know, ask to be shown. Do some past life regressions or something like that, because they want you to know that you are like royalty, Taurus. You're royalty in the spirit. I'm feeling goosebumps all over me. So I know that there are probably a Taurus that watches the replay that is going to resonate with this and needs to hear this, because do not let your voice be quieted. And do not begin to think, whew, oh my gosh, do not begin to think that you are not valid and your ideas are not valid. Do not ever begin to think that, because you have no idea of your worth in the spirit world. You have no idea, Taurus, you have no idea of the accomplishments that you're making in the spirit world. Like you can't see them here, but spirit wants you to know, like you have you're honored. You're honored in the spirit world. Like you're prestigious, okay? Taurus, like I'm being shown this. I've never been shown this before. Okay? Golly, that is beautiful. What else for Taurus? Okay, and then I also see like they're showing me to put on your dancing shoes. I don't know. Is that right? Yeah. So put on your dancing shoes and dance, whatever that means to you. Okay, that can mean like literal dancing, or basically maybe do something to like change your energy and to lift your vibe too, and to bring yourself some more joy, okay, for yourself. All right, so whether that's going out and dancing or dance with life, okay? That sounds silly, but like I feel like you really need to do that right now. And I'm being shown like they're saying put on your dancing shoes. Okay, and get ready to dance and have fun. Yeah, and like, I don't know, this is like, they're showing me like a stomp, so like stomp on everything that's frustrating you. Stomp, like dance and laugh with glee. I've never said that. That might mean something to somebody. And stomp on everything that tried to bring you down. The Spirit really wants you to do that. Okay, because your spirit team is around you, your guardian angels are around you, okay? And God has assigned them to help you remember who you are. So you're about to be in the process of doing that. So whoever this message is for, like, I hope that this was a catalyst for you to remember who you are. Okay? And you're the type of person, like, you're the type of person that even if you know that you are royalty in the spirit world, you still are going to remain humble here. And that's why they're going to be allowing you to know who you are, because you're still going to be humble and kind and generous towards others, and you're not going to brag about who you are and things like that. You're not going to misuse your status, okay? Like, you have a soul, like, royalty and title, okay? Know that, okay? And just rise up and stomp on everything and every situation and every power and principality that try to bring you down and weigh you down and to stifle your voice, because you did not come for that. You did not come here to do that, okay? You came here and you're doing multitudes of things in the physical right now, and that's what you came for, okay? But you're being tested because you're going to be asked to step up and lead, to do something where, you know, and the things that you do are going to be noticed and respected, whereas other times they may have not been before, okay? So do not lose that passion and that drive and that creativity that you have, and especially your voice. All right. That was for Taurus. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a little small break and I'm going to get grounded real quick again, and then I'll do Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. So we did Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. I had to take a break because Taurus's reading was insane. It was very deep and like it was good. Okay, so this is I think I'm gonna do Capricorn. Do any of you guys have a request first before I do Capricorn? I'm gonna post the replay, okay? Just so you know. Let's see, what time is it? 12:15. Okay. All right, we're gonna do Capricorn now. What am I getting for Capricorn? I'm plugging my phone in. All right. Gosh, I need to stop wearing stuff like this sometimes. Okay, fix my chest. Sorry about that. Okay, Capricorn. Here we go. Okay. All right, Capricorn, I see something about a house. You may be planning to get a house, or you're trying to get a house, or you want to get a house, or you are actually getting a house. There's something about a house though, like that, something like that. Okay. And it's happening like super fast. All right, so it's happening like super fast, Capricorn. Like, okay, so you know, most of the time, like when people get their house or getting their houses like built, or they're going through the home buying process, there's always like a lot of delays. Usually there's a lot of delays, and like you just kind of expected that. But like I'm being shown that whatever has to do with this house, it's happening like super fast. And it's like one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm all the way prepared, okay? But that's like a reward for you, okay? Like you've worked really hard for this. Like I feel like you've experienced some hardships that like maybe like you feel like no one understands. I'm seeing the word like a carb or corb or some word like that. Capricorn, okay. So, and also, so I'm seeing also, like a gold ring. Capricorn. What else? Carburetor, maybe? Okay. Anyway, so Capricorn, I'm seeing that you're kind of getting into this energy now where, you feel more in your element, kind of, okay? Like it's starting to feel like things might be like kind of coming together finally. And you're kind of psyching yourself out. Okay, whatever, whoever Capricorn I'm talking to you right now, like it's like you feel like you've been going through these hardships in your life that maybe like you feel like people didn't understand, or maybe you didn't want to worry anybody with your stuff, or like you've tried to explain it and people just try to like one up you or something like that. Like I'm getting that energy very strong too. And there's something that to do with the house, and okay, and it's happening really fast, and like you're starting to feel like, wow, okay, stuff's finally happening in my life, where you've been pushing and you've been trying to plan this and trying to manifest this and just doing things you feel like the way that you were supposed to do them. I mean, I know like we all slip up and we all like fall short sometimes or whatever, but you weren't, you know, you kept going and you didn't stop, and you know, it's like you had something to do it for. You had someone to do it for, or you had someone to do it for, but you also did it for yourself. And that was like I'm seeing that you went through this like a journey for like the self strengthening or self love and self discovering journey, like, and you knew that you were a strong person, but then you realized like how much you could accomplish when you believed in yourself, and that you were able to do all that and to get through everything so far for yourself. Like you have Capricorn, so you have like developed deep like understanding with yourself, whereas you hadn't before. So it's been easier for you to like forgive yourself and to keep moving forward and not be in a like a pity party type of thing, right? And so like it's given you this newfound like resilience, okay? But not like it's this newfound like basically it's like I see you like coming out of this like box. But it's like I don't know, this might resonate with somebody, but I see like this, like you're inside of like a Lego box. I don't know what this is, but it's like a Lego box and all these Legos are just like flying everywhere and you're like, here I am, like a superhero, okay? So crazy. That's gonna mean something to somebody for sure. But red and blue. Okay, red and blue. But so yeah, so Capricorn, like Spirit's taking you on this journey of like all this stuff and like you've gone through this self-healing journey like most people are, and you've gained this like crazy amazing amount of respect for yourself and for where you are in the journey. And so whereas you were doing things and accomplishing things and pushing through for other people, now you've been able to push through and accomplish things for you because you realized your worth and you realize that you are worth accomplishing things for. It's like you believe in yourself more than ever. Like you feel more independent than ever. Whereas even if you're not completely independent, like it's like you don't feel the need or the like that woundedness that makes you feel like you need other people. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna do some cards for you. Okay, let's do these for Capricorn. So I'm feeling like this. It's like someone with a Capricorn moon. Okay, someone with a Capricorn moon. Right? It's like right on the cusp. It's like your moon. It's like your moon is right on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn, okay? If you don't know and you haven't seen your chart, then get with me, DM me, and I can do a birth chart reading for you. It's $20 so that you'll know your personal like placements and stuff so that you'll resonate better with certain readings and stuff like that, okay? Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Like, I feel a lot of like a male energy around you, and I feel like I'm talking to a female, but I feel a lot of male energy around you. Like maybe you have brothers, or you have like kids that are boys, or you have you're just surrounded by men. You might work in an industry or a field where there are a lot of men or something, but you do have a lot of male energies around you. Okay, so like so basically, like Spirit is showing me, like, don't forget to like get in touch with that feminine side of you. Okay, so whoever you are, you have a lot of male energy around you. Now that might just be your own too. Like you've been a go-getter and you've been doing and like all this, taking all this action, stuff like that, and it's really been balancing, growing, expanding your masculine energy, which is great. But don't forget about your feminine side of you, okay? And your feminine side of you is the water side of you, the intuitive, feeling, emotions type. Okay, now you may have like kind of backed away from that side of you for a little bit in order to reach those goals and those things that you've been working on, that you're accomplishing, and that you finally feel like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? But like it's like you need to balance that feminine side now too. Like Spirit is saying, like don't forget about your like intuition and your like feminine side of you as well. Okay, now that's great that you have all that masculine energy and being a go-getter, but don't forget about that feminine side of you, okay? That the feeling side, okay? Like don't forget that part, because number one, then it'll be harder for you to check in with yourself and how you feel, okay? Because how you feel is important. It's very, very important. It's like utmost importance, okay? And you know that already because you've been through this self journey, right? This self-discovery journey. So don't disconnect from your feelings, okay? You can pray to keep your heart open and do some like heart chakra clearing things. I feel like you've been through several relationships, and like maybe some it feels like people don't even know about them or something like that, because you just like, it's like you don't even almost don't believe in like that fairy tale anymore. Okay. So like that's another reason why it's going to be important for you to connect back with your feminine energy, okay, so that you can remember and know like this love that you embody within you, and like this love that is coming towards you, or that is already surrounding you, okay? Yeah, so whatever this has to do with this house, okay, like it's almost like you don't know what to take, or what to like bring with you, okay? And it's like a spirit, like I'm feeling like this energy of like just starting over, okay? So I feel like, and it's hard for you to let go of things, okay? Like I feel like it's really hard for you to let go of things, like sentimental things especially, but like spirit is guiding you to just start all over again, okay? And what they're saying, like whatever it is, yeah, so whatever it is that you need to get rid of or sell or to let go of, like they're going to be right there helping you. And, you know, they'll make sure that whatever it is done like swiftly, okay? Since all this stuff is happening in your life, it's going to be quick, okay? So it's going to make you feel like a lot more lighter. It's going to make you feel lighter, and like you're going to, like it's gonna raise your vibration, letting go of all that stuff, because all that stuff has like a lot of like stagnant energy, okay? And you don't want it in your new place. Okay, now this whole time we're talking about a house, but it might be even like a metaphorical thing too. I don't know how, but okay, so they're saying that like you're looking back in the past. Yeah, so I'm feeling like they're saying like get rid of the clutter, right? So as all that stuff that you have, like let go of it. They'll make sure that you are helped and assisted in doing that. Okay, I'm feeling like a lot of sensations in my like soulmate chakra right here. It's in between your throat and your heart, okay? And so yeah, this might have to do with letting go of somebody. I'm sorry if you're having to do that. Like, I feel that, okay? You're looking back in the past a lot. So spirit is helping, like trying to help you let go of them. And that might be why I'm saying that you need to clear your heart chakra too. Oh, I know that's hard. And that might be a reason why you're having to change houses or get a house, right? Okay. It's hard when you're having to let go of a soulmate, or even like a place, or like objects that are attached, that are related to someone that you really care about, or someone that maybe you were connected to. Maybe they passed away or something. I'm so sorry if that's the case. But those people are not those things, okay? And you already know that. But it's going to help clear your inner self of things too. So whenever we declutter around in our home, okay, it's helping also declutter within ourselves, right? So your outer world is a reflection of your inner world, okay? So if you have a lot of stuff that you're not able to let go of, it's very indicative that you're holding on to things and people in your heart and in your inner self. They are heavy, becoming heavy for you, and you don't want to do that when you're yeah. So it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Oof. Yeah, you're going through a trying to let go right now too. I'm not sure if this has to do with your like very like that dominant vibe that I was getting for you to like reach your goals and to do all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if that has to do with that or not. But I do feel like Spirit is saying that you're starting to do not disconnect from your emotions. You have to feel through that stuff, and it's going to be very beneficial for you to do that. Okay, Capricorn. Keep following your bliss. This card says follow your bliss. So I feel like keep doing that. Keep following those things and going towards those things that are giving you fulfillment, or that you know are giving you fulfillment, okay? And don't forget to stop and take a break and enjoy each present moment, okay? You've been through a lot, and you don't want anything to like stop you and right in your tracks, because then you'll end up behind in your own life, okay? It's okay to like take a break, all right? And that's not going to stop all your stuff in its tracks. It's very imperative that you take a break, though. Like take a day off and just feel through your emotions, and just dedicate a day to like making amends with those memories and those things, so that you can let go. It's very, very hard to let go of things that are connected to people, especially like that soulmate energy. Sometimes it's a place. I feel in your case it's objects though, and maybe a person. But I feel like it's going to be extremely beneficial for you, and you're being guided to take a day, to keep valuing yourself, and take a day to where you're just focused on, and you're very dedicated on letting go and getting rid of clutter in your outer world, and coming to terms, maybe look over all those things, okay? And given that stuff, you can give that stuff to people who will value it, because those things are not doing anything for you. Okay, I'm being told that letting go. Dang, okay, I'm really sorry what you're going through. I feel something really strong right now, okay, Capricorn? Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's like, so they want me to say that, oh my gosh, they're wanting me to say that letting go of those objects and those things, that doesn't mean that that person didn't exist, okay? Oh my God. So letting go of those things and giving them to maybe someone that will value it and that will appreciate it is going to be great for you. But it doesn't mean that that person didn't exist. And that person, like those memories are still going to be there. Because holding on to those things, and those things are they're weighing you down. And this person, if they still have love for you, or if they did pass away, they want you to be light. They want you to travel lightly. They want you to accomplish things if they love you. Oh my gosh. I feel like something really important is going to happen for you on Friday. Friday is the Virgo full moon. So that full moon is going to illuminate a lot for you, and yeah. And whatever it is, stay confident. Also, I'm seeing the need to Capricorn. Okay, so I'm seeing the need for you to cut energetic cords. They might be attached to your solar plexus. This is leading me to believe that there are some of you with this letting go has to do with like a work situation or like a family situation or something like that, okay? But there are people that are attaching their cords and their energetic hooks, you know, to your solar plexus. So make sure that you do that. You can listen to even like solar plexus clearing frequencies on YouTube. You can do like a cord cutting technique. You can ask Archangel Michael to help you with that. He's very good at that. Eat yellow foods, do things like that, because I feel like your solar plexus has taken quite a hit, and your heart. So the colors green and yellow are important for you, and focusing on your heart chakra and your solar plexus is also important for you. You might be having pain right here, like down at your sternum, and you might have like a little rash right here. Okay, but that has to do with that. Come here, baby, I want to see. And so, yeah. Let me see. I love it. Oh my gosh, so she finished her, my daughter, she finished her drawing. She's 11, and this is it. It's amazing. She is such a good artist. She has a band-aid on her nose. What happened to her nose? She has a band-aid on her nose and a nose ring. I love that because like maybe like a few months ago or 6 months ago, she was getting frustrated with herself and saying that she couldn't draw noses, and now she's like amazing. She's like, she already was amazing to me, but of course my mom, but she's an artist for sure. Hold on, okay, like this is for Capricorn. There's something else coming through for you. I'm gonna write this down real quick. So, where's my pen? Oh, okay. Okay, so Capricorn, let me see. F. Alright, okay. Okay, I'm gonna, okay. So it's, they're saying, okay. Okay. All right, that's, I had to write that down. I think that was like, okay. Yeah, they're saying to, yeah, follow your heart and follow your North Star. I mean, your, North Node. You're doing the right things. I just feel like you really got guided to clear your heart and your solar plexus and cut those cords. I'm on Capricorn. People are in and out, but I will post the replay. I'm almost done with Capricorn. So, that was heavy. I'm really sorry for what you're going through. Whatever that is. And they just want you to let go and to clear that clutter. To clear that clutter, inner and outer. And to realize that you're not forgetting these people, this person or these people or this place, okay? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So whatever promises that you have, like whatever promises that you feel like God has given you, don't forget about them. They're not null and void. They're there. They're still valid. Okay? There's probably a really important like partnership coming up for you pretty soon. It might be like a romantic thing, like a love thing. Yeah, I feel like a lot of soulmate energy too, but it's like new soulmate energy for you, Capricorn. Not necessarily new. For some of you it might be new, but for some of you it might be someone from like a past life or like even from the past, but it's someone that you have a really deep like soul connection with. Okay, you're being like divinely guided, okay? You might resonate with like Pleiades, Pleiades or, let's see, oh my gosh. Pleiades. Or look up, Pleiades, it's Pleiades. It doesn't say it on this card. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so I'm getting a lot of number 9s too. So there's a lot of stuff happening in your life that is ending. Capricorn. Also, one more thing is I feel like you need to believe in magic. Like I was shown these like sparkles, and like this card has like fairies on it and like magical stuff like that. And then these sparkles were shown to me, like believe in magic. There's magic everywhere. Don't get too stuck in that, so stuck in the 3D and the things going on around you that you forget the magic and the miracles that happen around you and that can happen still around you. Okay, don't lose hope in that. Okay, that's it for Capricorn. I am gonna take another break real quick and let some other people flood in. Capricorn, I might do one more. Okay, so let's see. Did Capricorn? Okay. Woof, those last two were strong. Strong messages. Okay, I'm gonna take a small break. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have Baby. Beep. What? What's up? Okay. Okay. All right. Probably gonna do one more or two more. Let's see here. Sorry, whenever I do like readings and there's like a couple of really heavy ones in a row, it's like I have to take a break for real. I'm like in it. Okay, okay, so now let's see. I did Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn. Now I'm gonna do let's see. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna continue tomorrow because people are in and out, and like I'm gonna post a replay and stuff, but those two last readings got me like super heavy. They were really, I was in that energy. So let me think about it for a second. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do one more, yeah, because that's 5. Who should I do? What sign should I do? What sign should I do? Like, people are in and out, but it doesn't matter. The replay, definitely I need to see. Okay. Let me do a fire sign. Okay, I'm gonna do Aries. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do Aries. All right, Aries. Okay. So for Aries, Those were crazy strong readings. Those last two were like, y'all are going through some stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna do for Aries though. Let's see. Aries, what do we have for Aries? Okay, so Aries, I feel like a lot of like sexual energy, and it's very like, so Aries, you might have been dealing with some kind of like marital or relationship problems lately, or you might not be feeling fulfilled or something like that. I don't know. Whatever Aries I'm picking up on has an appetite. Oh my god. So whatever Aries that I'm picking up on has an appetite, okay? You have an appetite for adventure, duh. I mean, you're an Aries, right? But you have like this appetite for adventure. And it's like you want to go and experience and see and do, and you want to like taste all that life has to offer, and not just in the way that I said in the beginning, but like in every way. So like you're being guided to do that. Like it's like, that's kind of like most like all the fire signs, I think. But for you right now in this journey in your life, that is a huge thing for you. Like Spirit is wanting you to do everything that you want to do. Like I feel like you've gotten like lately, like I feel like you've gotten these ideas, like these crazy grand ideas for your like bucket list, and you're not necessarily like writing them down. But Aries, like I feel like you're being given these ideas and these like prompts to do these adventurous things, and to do these like, maybe it's traveling or something like that, that like you're being guided to do that, because you're gonna have like opportunities not only to do other things when you go do these things, but you're also gonna have opportunities to meet people, and like people that are connected to you, like your soul, okay? Like I feel like you might find like some like a soulmate group of friends, wherever that, okay. So I'm being shown, you know that building that there's like a building in some city. I'm not sure if it's like Chicago or somewhere. I've never been there to this place, but it's like you go out onto the ledge and it's like all glass, you know? Like it's this place where it's like all glass. When you walk out, you can take pictures. A lot of people have like photo ops and stuff like that, right? But it's this place, okay? And you might be guided to go there. Like I know I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to, like this is resonating with an Aries, probably watching during the replay, okay? But I see you being guided to this place, and I've seen you and we've probably seen pictures of this before. But it's like people have these photo ops where they walk out, and it's like silver metal rails or something that you walk on, and then it's like glass, like the skywalk, I think it's called. I think it's called a skywalk. Okay, so you'll know if that's for you, but you kind of like don't take it if it doesn't, like if you haven't been feeling like that, then don't just be like, that's where I need to go. But it could be an idea. But this is for somebody that was shown that idea, or you've been thinking about doing that, okay? And those kind of things that you're wanting to do, like Spirit is making a way for you to do it, okay? Whereas before, like it feels like you were too worried about your like resources, or the like how you're gonna do it, or how you're gonna have like the time or like the energy or the money to do it. But like Spirit's making a way for you to do it somehow. Okay, so this is resonating with someone. So whatever you're worried about, like as far as like missing work, or like who you're gonna go with, or having the money to do it and stuff like that, it's gonna get taken care of for you in some way. Okay, you're gonna be gifted, or you're gonna have, everything's gonna happen in like a divinely like divine timing. Like I'm getting this, golly, I'm getting this sense that thank you, Spirit. Like, okay, I'm getting this sense that you like, I gotta lost my train of thought because it's huge. Like, my heart chakra has been on fire today. Like, and I think it's coming from my divine masculine. I don't know. I hate, like, I'm using whatever. I'm using a term, but okay, I am. It definitely is. Okay, sorry about that. At least I know I'm using my heart right. Okay. Okay, so everything's gonna come in divine timing. Like, it's one of those things, like, I'm being shown that everything you need is gonna show up right when you need it. So there's no need to worry. Like, let go of that worry and that, like, overthinking and trying to plan it, but don't over plan, okay? Because you're just pushing off, like, you're pushing the things that you need off further. Just believe, okay, and have faith that everything will work out. And anyways, you're being guided because I feel like there's like a soulmate group, or like there's someone that you're really connected to in spirit that you may not even have met in this lifetime, that it's gonna come, like, you're gonna find them, like, through this traveling and this journey and stuff like that. You're gonna really get some really strong bonds with these people. I feel like that, like maybe, like, say you go travel by yourself to see this, you know, the Skywalker, anywhere. Like, I'm seeing also like these big plateaus. It might be like Arizona or somewhere, like something like that. Okay, like it's like Wyoming. I'm seeing Wyoming too. Anyway, I'm seeing you like being shown these places, or feeling guided to go to these places, right? And go do it, okay? Okay, and then like everything in your life that, like, say there are people that don't agree with your way of living and stuff like that, you are free to live your life any way that you choose. Okay, Aries, like, nobody, I feel like you already know that, but like you feel almost like obligated or accountable to some people in your life, okay? Now, I'm not like the devil's advocate or anything like that, but like, I see that don't be held back. I feel like this time, like maybe in your earlier years when you were younger, you were more like bold and just impulsive and like took the leap and stuff. And now that you've kind of matured and grown a lot, and especially in spirituality, you have become pretty like accountable to people around you, and you're very sensitive to their feelings and things like that. But it's important for you to honor your own truth and your own desires and stuff, and don't be hindered by other people's beliefs or opinions about your journey, and however it is that you want to live your life, you're free to do so, okay? And they're not, don't let anybody make you feel or think or believe that you're wrong, okay? Because you are, how other people are guided by spirit isn't going to be the same way that you're guided by spirit, okay? Just because God or spirit isn't guiding your friend or even a family member the same way that they're guiding you, that doesn't mean that spirit isn't guiding you, okay? I feel like I needed to say that, like that was a message for somebody. What else do we have for Aries? Okay, Aries, so I'm seeing like some kind of tractor tires. I don't know. Like these big tires that are like have big, I don't know what they're called, tracks on them. Okay, Aries, and like leather, like the smell of leather and like leather stuff. Okay, these are for somebody. I'm seeing the name Andrew or Drew or okay, the name, the letter A. Okay, the number 23. and 13. Also, whenever you're praying or meditating, make sure that you're connecting with your higher self too. Okay, so I feel like people are pulling on your energy as well. Like, I feel like, Aries, that you are magnetic. You're magnetic, and people are attracted to you, and people gain stuff, and they gain light from your energy and just being around your energetic field. Okay, and you've enjoyed that, and it's like you've always subconsciously known that. However, it's like Spirit is saying that don't just be mindful of people that are pulling on your energy who don't necessarily it's like not necessarily for your highest good. Okay, so make sure that you're clear in your energy and not letting anybody take away your power and your light. You can call all of your own power back to yourself like every day. Take an Epsom salt bath. Do whatever you can to ground. Like, grounding your energy is very important. I know it's like cold outside in most places, but grounding your energy is very important for you right now. Okay, so that way you're not holding on to other people's like thoughts and feelings and beliefs, because that can happen sometimes whenever you are being pulled by other people. And these people, they're not doing it on purpose mostly. Okay, they're just like, they need what you have. You have a lot of light, and you're like, okay, so you have a lot of light, and you are blessed with it, and like you are here, and part of your purpose is to spread it around the world. Like, you're a grid worker, okay, Aries? Like, you are supposed to be going around the world and doing this thing. Whoever is telling you like you're just doing it, you're having a midlife crisis, or whoever is telling you that you're just being impulsive and you are being immature, or whoever is telling you that these things aren't smart, or whatever they're telling you, stop listening to them. Okay, like, Spirit has this really strong message for you that you're supposed to do this. Like, this is like a divine thing that you're supposed to do, whoever I'm talking to. Okay, because these are going to be opportunities that they will pass you up. I mean, whatever is supposed to happen for you, like, I'm just going to sit here and shuffle those this whole time, sorry, but like, whatever is supposed to happen for you will happen. Basically, like, your destination or wherever you're supposed to go, like, all paths will lead home. So no matter what you do, everything will work out and you'll end up where you're supposed to be. But you definitely want to follow the like, your higher self and your Spirit's promptings to where you're supposed to go, so that you don't miss out on those divine like opportunities to like meet those destined, those fated like opportunities for you to meet those people you're supposed to meet, and in those situations and things that might pass you by. Okay, during the journey. Okay, Aries. Okay, sorry, that was like this whole time I was channeled. So the number 30 might be important to you. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That's so crazy that I was seeing leather and stuff like that, and now I'm seeing like like Native American, like, this card has a Native American headdress on. That really might mean something to you. And like a plateau too, oh my gosh, I saw that beforehand. Wow. You might be being called to learn about like higher education. Like, you might feel guided to read about like different religions around the world and cultures and things like that. Okay, that's divinely guided as well. Okay, for some reason. So you're being called to learn more about that stuff. And maybe to like, like, I'm feeling like this, like, living amongst different cultures and things like that might be something that someone that's watching the replay might resonate with. Okay, like a, I don't know what that's called, but like living among these different cultures and learning how they live and their traditions and things also. Okay, and like, I'm getting like kind of like hippie vibes, like hippie, like from the 70s, like those big flowers and like okay, Yeah, so it's the number 30, the number 26, and the number 56. The color blue. Okay, the color blue, dark blue for like your third eye. Your third eye, you might be getting like a third eye like activation or upgrade. Okay, so make sure that you're keeping that clear and pay attention to what you are consuming through all of your senses. Be careful what you're watching, listening to. Make a note of your dreams. Anything that's like resonates with fear, or like if you overthink or anything like that, you need to clear your third eye. Okay. There are all kinds of ways to clear your third eye too. Okay, so I'm feeling like you need to do something like as far as like your diet or something like that as well. Okay, let's get like one more for Aries, just because that was like mostly all channeled. Okay, yeah, transformation, number 22. Yeah, so this card, like, okay, it says transformation, it has a caterpillar on it. And this caterpillar is on, like, this tree branch. But I'm seeing it as the whole tree. And the tree is, like, on its side. And to me, like, the tree is, like, groundedness or, like, your family and things like that. So whatever you're deciding to do and however you're deciding, Spirit, help me remember that. However you're deciding to live your life might be kind of turning your family or your community, like, around on over on its side, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Also, like, I'm seeing and getting this sense, like the Spirit's like giving me this impression that you're being guided to do things a different way, like the way that things have been done forever, like traditionally. Aries, this is a very important thing that you have, like been privileged to be a part of. Okay, so you might know what I'm talking about and you might not, but if you don't, then it's going to be in the near future, okay, that you'll know about it. But it's like this caterpillar, and it's like sideways, the branch is sideways, right? Okay, so the Spirit gave me this impression that everything that you've done so far in your life, and maybe all of us, but especially for you, since you're a leader, you're very dominant energy, you're a leader, people follow you and people are attracted to you for a reason. But it's like you're gonna have to do things a different way, like turn things over and on its side. I mean, like walking sideways on the wall, or like that's a metaphor, definitely, but it's gonna have to it's gonna revolve around that. You do things a different way, whereas it might not look normal or like regular or traditional to other people, or maybe even you. But I feel like your mind's been more opened now than ever. Okay, and then once that starts happening, like soon, you're gonna you're gonna be emerge as like a different person, like a newer, upgraded, like lit the hell up person. Okay, but take charge and don't worry about other people. And typically, you're, like I said, you're not that type, Aries. You're not that type to worry about what other people say or think. But I feel like you're really connected, like attached to certain people and places. And it's kind of bothering you that, like, it's making you feel a little bit selfish. The Spirit doesn't want you to feel like that. This is, like, for you. This is supposed to happen, okay? Okay, that concludes everything. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.